Good evening, Wisdom Tree.
Good evening, Rahul. How was your day?
I'm nervous, Wisdom Tree. I have an examination on 15th of July. I require a minimum of 25 days to prepare for the exam, and today it's 19th of June. Wisdom Tree, do I have enough time to prepare for the exam?
Learning about the concept of calculating the number of days will be helpful in estimating the number of days in between two dates. Do you want to know how the Pandavas and the Kauravas learned this concept?
Sure, Wisdom Tree.
The Pandavas and Kauravas heard about a building that was to be constructed. They were excited and went to see the builder who was supervising the construction of the building. The builder told them that the construction of the building will commence from the 8th of May and will be constructed within 40 days. The Pandavas and Kauravas wanted to view the building after it will have been completed, but they did not know the date when the construction would be complete. Hence, they went to Guru Dronacharya to seek his assistance.
This problem can be solved if we know how to calculate the number of days. Let us learn about it and more concepts of time in this class.
Today, we shall learn about subtraction of numbers showing time, duration of time, and calculating the number of days.
In the previous chapter, we learnt about timeline and how it can be used to depict events in a sequence. We also learnt about the relation between different units of time and how to convert a number from one unit of time to another. Also, we learnt addition of numbers using units of time. In this chapter, we shall learn about subtraction of numbers showing units of time. We shall learn about the duration of time and how to calculate the number of days between two dates. Consider the following situation. A farmer spent 2 hours 20 minutes totally in his farm. He spent 1 hour 30 minutes in planting the seeds and the remaining time on watering the plants. Now, we are required to find the time he spent on watering the plants. The time he spent on watering the plants can be found by subtracting the time he spent on planting the seeds from the total time he spent in the farm. Hence, here we are required to subtract 1 hour 30 minutes from 2 hours 20 minutes. Let us learn how to subtract numbers showing time in order to solve this example. First, we will arrange the times in column. The columns are arranged such that the smaller units of time lie towards the right and the bigger units of time lie towards the left. The columns in this case are hours and minutes. Hence, we will write 30 and 20 under the minutes column and write 1 and 2 under the hours column as shown. We will now start subtracting from the right. Subtracting minutes first, we are required to subtract 30 minutes from 20 minutes. Since 20 minutes is less than 30 minutes, we borrow 1 from the hours column and add it to the minutes column as shown. Hence, now we need to add 60 plus 20 equal to 80 minutes minus 30 minutes equal to 50 minutes. Now, by subtracting the hours column, we first subtract the 1 which was borrowed from 2. Hence, we subtract 1 from 1 in the hours column, which is equal to 0. Hence, 2 hours 20 minutes minus 1 hour 30 minutes equal to 50 minutes. Hence, the time spent on watering the plants is equal to 50 minutes. Let us solve another problem to further improve our understanding of this concept. Nakul, can you find the difference between 17 hours 52 minutes and 12 hours 31 minutes?
First, we arrange the times in column. The columns in this case are hours and minutes. Hence, we write 52 and 31 under the minutes column and write 17 and 12 under the hours column as shown. The columns are arranged such that the smaller units of time lie towards the right and the bigger units of time lie towards the left. We now start subtracting from the right. Subtracting minutes first, we get 52 minus 31 is equal to 21 minutes. Now, subtracting the hours column, we get 17 minus 12 in the hours column is equal to 5 hours. Hence, 17 hours 52 minutes minus 12 hours 31 minutes is equal to 5 hours 21 minutes.
A person is required to travel from one village to another. He travels for 1 hour 45 minutes on a bullock cart and the rest of the distance he travels on foot. If the total time taken by the person to reach the other village is 3 hours 12 minutes, Arjuna, can you find out the time for which he travelled on foot?
The time for which he travelled on foot is equal to time taken minus the time he travelled by bullock cart. Hence, the time travelled on foot is equal to 3 hours 12 minutes minus 1 hour 45 minutes. Subtracting minutes first, we get 12 minutes from 45 minutes. Since 12 minutes is less than 45 minutes, we borrow 1 from the hours column and add it to the minutes column as shown. Hence, now we need to add 60 plus 12 is equal to 72 minutes minus 45 minutes is equal to 27 minutes. Now by subtracting the hours column, we first subtract the 1 which was borrowed from 3. Hence we get 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 hour. Hence 3 hours 12 minutes minus 1 hour 45 minutes is equal to 1 hour 27 minutes. Hence the time for which he travelled on foot is 1 hour 27 minutes.
Until now, we were considering cases wherein we were required to subtract numbers showing time, such as subtracting 1 hour 20 minutes from 2 hours 30 minutes and so on. Now, consider the following example. A person starts practicing archery at 7:30 am in the morning and practices till 10:20 am in the morning. We are now required to find the amount of time he invested in practicing archery. In other words, we are required to find the duration of the activity, that is, practicing archery. If we know when an activity started and when it was over, we can find the duration of the activity, that is, how long the activity took and how much time was invested in the activity. The person started practicing archery from 7:30 am and practices till 10:20 am. Now the time in between 7:30 am and 8 am is 30 minutes. Now the difference in time between 8 am and 10 am is 2 hours. The difference in time between 10 am and 10:20 am is 20 minutes, since 10:20 is equal to 20 minutes past 10. Hence, the duration of the activity equal to 30 minutes plus 2 hours plus 20 minutes equal to 2 hours 50 minutes. A person enters the castle at 8:15 am and leaves the castle at 3:35 pm. Yudhishthir, can you find the duration of time the person was in the castle?
The duration of an activity can be found if we know when an activity started and when it ends. In this case, a person enters the castle at 8:15 am, which is the start of the activity, and he leaves the castle at 3:35 pm. We are required to find the duration of time he spends in the castle. The amount of time between 8:15 am and 9 am is equal to 45 minutes. The difference in time between 9 am and 12 pm is 3 hours. The difference in time between 12 pm and 3 pm is 3 hours. The activity ends at 3:35 pm Hence, the amount of time in between 3:35 p.m. and 3 p.m. is 35 minutes. Hence, the duration of the activity is equal to 45 minutes plus 3 hours plus 3 hours plus 35 minutes is equal to 6 hours 80 minutes. 80 minutes is equal to 1 hour and 20 minutes. Hence, the duration of the activity is 7 hours 20 minutes.
Also, when the starting time of an activity is known and the duration of the activity is also known, the finishing time of the activity can be found. Let us consider the following example. A carpenter starts constructing a wooden chair at 7:20 a.m. If the carpenter takes 4 hours 50 minutes to finish constructing the wooden chair and he takes no break in between, find the time at which he finished constructing the wooden chair. The carpenter finishes constructing the wooden chair 4 hours 50 minutes from 7:20 a.m. Now 4 hours after 7:20 a.m. is 11:20 a.m. Now we know that 40 minutes from 11:20 is 12 p.m. Hence, 50 minutes after 11:20 a.m. is equal to 10 minutes after 12 p.m. which gives 12:10 p.m. Hence, the time at which the carpenter finishes constructing the wooden chair is 12:10 p.m. Let us now consider some problem to improve our understanding of this concept. Duryodhana, can you find out the time 8 hours 25 minutes after 9:55 a.m.?
Now, we are required to find 8 hours 15 minutes after 9:55 a.m. The time 8 hours after 9:55 a.m. is 5:55 p.m. Now, the time 5 minutes after 5:55 p.m. is 6 p.m. Hence, the time 25 minutes after 5:55 p.m. is 20 minutes after 6 p.m. which is 6:20 p.m.
Bhim, can you find out the time 250 minutes after 11:15 p.m.?
Now we must convert 250 minutes into hours and minutes. This is done by dividing 250 by 60, which gives quotient equal to 4 and the remainder equal to 10. Hence, 250 minutes is equal to 4 hours and 10 minutes. We are required to find the time 4 hours and 10 minutes after 11:15 p.m. The time 4 hours after 11:15 p.m. is 3:15 p.m. Hence, the time 10 minutes after 3:15 p.m. is 3:25 p.m.
Let us now consider cases wherein we are required to find the number of days between two dates. For example, we are required to find the number of days in between 10th October and 12th December. We need to exclude 10th October and 12th December since we are asked to find the number of days in between these two dates. There are 31 days in October. Since 10th October is not included, the number of days between 10th October and 1st of November is equal to 31 minus 10, which is equal to 21 days. The number of days in the month of November is 30. The number of days from 1st of December to 12th of December, excluding 12th December, is 11. Hence, the number of days in between 10th October and 12th December is 21 plus 30 plus 11, which is equal to 62. Now that you have learned how to calculate the number of days, Nakul, why don't you try solving your problem?
The time proposed by the builder to finish the construction of the building is 40 days. The construction of the building begins on 8th of May. Hence, now we are required to find the date on which the building is constructed, which is 40 days from the 8th of May. The number of days in the month of May is 31. The number of days from the 8th of May to 31st of May, including both the days as construction begins on 8th of May, is 31 minus 7 days is equal to 24 days. Hence, 16 more days in the month of June is required to finish the construction of the building. Hence, the construction of the building will finish on the 16th of June.
Today we learnt about subtraction of numbers showing time, duration of time, and calculating the number of days. Rahul, hope you understood all the above concepts.
Yes, the concepts are much clearer now.
Why don't you try solving your problem now?
Today's date is 19th of June and the exam begins on 15th of July. We are required to find the number of days in between these two dates. There are 30 days in June. Hence, the number of days in June available for preparation is equal to 30 minus 19 is equal to 11 days. The exam begins on the 15th of July. The number of days available in July for preparations is equal to 15 minus 1 is equal to 14 days. Hence, the total number of days available for preparation is 25 days. I have about the right amount of time to prepare for the examination. I am feeling relieved now. Thank you, Wisdom Tree.
You're welcome, Rahul. See you in the next class then.